Welcome back. February is Black History Month. We are celebrating the month by putting the spotlight on business, real estate, and facilities leader Building Solutions, launching a social justice campaign aimed at fostering improvements to schools in under-resourced communities. Joining me right now is Building Solutions Senior Vice President, Chief Operating Officer, Dennis Palmer. Dennis, it's great to have you this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. Tell us about the campaign and how it's resonating.
Yes. Good morning, Maria. Thanks for having me. We all know about the events of last year, especially COVID-19, and such the learning loss that our students have had. And what those events have done, they spotlighted what our company is known for over 30 years, is that there's been a decline in the care and operations of facilities. We have years and years of deferred maintenance. And what we wanted to do is try to get our hands dirty and figure out a way to solve this issue with the skill set that we have. So we committed our time to studying schools and coming up with doing facility assessments and determining what the deferred maintenance is for those schools.
So, I mean, obviously we're in a moment in time when schools are not all open. What has that meant for these students? Are you in the camp that you want these schools open as soon as possible, like many of our parents who are viewers right now are feeling?
Sure, yes. I am a parent, and it's been tough on these students, and it's been tough on the parents. We need to open them responsibly, and the way to do that has been the way that we've been talking about some of these items for years. And you need to have fresh air in your schools. We need to have environments that are clean and have good materials, and we need to be able to be more proactive and instead of it being reactive. We found out, I live in Dallas, Texas, and we had the storms of last week, and there were a lot of pipes that burst in a lot of the schools, and that's just piling on to the deficiencies that were already being exposed in the schools. So our company last year took on an initiative, what we call Clean Slate, to try to help these schools figure out the best way to get the students back into the school. And
Sure.
We've added that on with our campaign to get these classrooms equipped to be able to have the students be in environments where they can learn.
Dennis, let me ask you about business today. As an executive at Building Solutions, obviously you're the COO, you see the changes and the demands out there. How do you think real estate, commercial real estate, is going to look different once we get out of this pandemic? Do you see a lot of plans at retrofitting? You said, clean air. Do you think that we're going to see changes to commercial buildings, residential buildings as a result of COVID, and what changes need to be made?
Of course, yeah. We have already seen an interest. I think whenever you have major events like last year with COVID-19, there were the school shootings a couple of years ago, and that changed the way schools looked at security. And we were on the forefront of helping them look at that proactively and long-term and not making this look like a short-term issue. I think COVID and having environments that are safe and with fresh air is a topical discussion right now, which a lot of times facilities isn't exciting, and these schools focus a lot on the pedagogy, which is great, but the other side of this, a big part that often gets overlooked, is maintaining facilities. Students know good environments. They can thrive in environments that have fresh air, good light, good materials, and we've seen the trends. So It is very topical. We have seen a lot of interest in school leaders wanting to take these initiatives, and we just want to continue to be there in the forefront to support with the skill set that we have.
All right, I think we're all going to need that support, so thank you. Dennis, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks so much. Dennis Palmer
Yes, thank
joining
you.
us.